Deputy Leader.
Sir, may I seek your consent to move that the chairman do leave the chair? This is to enable me to move a motion to take the proceedings on the business of supply today beyond 7:30 p.m.
I give my consent.
So I get back to move that the chairman do leave the chair.
The question is a motion moved by the leader. As many as of the opinion say aye. To the contrary, say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Deputy Leader.
So may I seek your consent, the general assent of members present, to move a motion to take this day sitting on the estimates of the financial year 2022 and 2023 beyond 7:30 p.m.
I give my consent. Does the Leader of the House have the general assent of honourable members present to so move? Aye. Deputy Leader, please proceed.
Sir, I beg to move that the proceedings on the business of supply be proceeded with beyond 7:30 p.m. at this day's sitting.
The question is the motion moved by the Leader of the House. As many as of the opinion say aye. To the contrary, say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. 8V, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Mr. Liang Eng Hwa.
Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that the total sum to be allocated for Head V of the estimates be reduced by $100. Sir, when we thought that the global economic recovery is gaining momentum, the Ukraine crisis unexpectedly thrust upon us. It will have very severe implications to the world economy that is yet to recover from the pandemic shock. Oil price has hit beyond US $100 per barrel, and its gas prices as well increased by more than 50% in the last 1 week. And more prices upside moves are expected. Both Russia and Ukraine are also major food and commodity exporters. So the crisis will have both demand side and supply side impact. All these grim developments paint a gloomy outlook for the Singapore economy, notwithstanding the 7.6% growth we registered in 2021 on the back of a 4.1% decline in 2020. So can I ask the Minister if we would be able to still grow at 3 to 5% growth range in 2022 as forecasted, or that the assumptions are no longer applicable and that we are back to the drawing board to determine a new forecast. Of major concerns is the impact on inflation, with CPI expected to range between 2.5% to 3.5% based on earlier forecasts. Do we have further scope to moderate imported inflations with the stronger Singapore dollars and the other measures? So energy prices will stay high with the Ukraine crisis likely to be a longer-term conflict between Russia and the West. But price is not our only concern. The other concern is the supply of oil and gas, in particular with the conflict in Ukraine, whether the conflict in Ukraine will disrupt the supply of LNG to Asia. This will have implications to our energy security, as LNG is our critical contingent source of energy. So while global supply of energy is beyond our control, I believe we can do more to manage our domestic demand of energy and electricity. I feel that there's enormous scope to manage down our consumption of energy and to cut wastage of electricity, both households and commercials. For households, we can encourage more conscientious use of electricity, and it's often about reminding consumers on good habits. Simple steps such as settling your aircon temperature higher, more conscious to turn on appliances like TV, lights when not in use, lesser use of water heater, for example, among others. And all this can add up and move the needle to save electricity. In the commercial area, there are also more that we can do to reduce energy consumption. Many of our commercial and office buildings are more than adequately brightened during after office hour and on weekends. The government could also advise shopping areas industries, and other public spaces management to review their energy consumption and institute electricity-saving measures. I believe if the government take the lead in driving the overall energy conservation, we could achieve significant energy saving that can manage down demand of energy consumptions. This will absolutely fit into the efforts of the Singapore Green Plan as well, where we aim to reduce carbon emissions. So can I ask if the government has any plans to mount an energy conservation campaign to encourage businesses and households to save electricity? So amidst the uncertainty, there are still opportunities for Singapore to pursue. COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated growth in the digital sector and highlighted that firms, regardless of industry, will benefit from developing stronger digital capabilities. How has the government supported firms, especially local SME, in developing their digital capabilities? Mr. Chairman, it's not just the disruption from external events, but also disruption from technological development that our firms need to deal with. Nonetheless, we also have forward-thinking firms in Singapore who are the ones driving this disruption through innovating and creating new products and services. How can we spread this culture of innovation to more firms in the economy, including for more SMEs to start innovation projects? How are we supporting the firms who are interested but may need some help in developing the needed capabilities to innovate? So we need to continue to invest in our people as well, so that they are able to benefit from the economic growth and in turn participate in or even create the innovation that we would like to see in our local firms. This cannot be left solely to the industry, nor can it be driven purely by the government. How will the government work with the industry and workers to build a future-ready workforce? So my final point, the world has changed at a much faster pace due to human-led developments like technological changes, innovations, climate change actions, and so on. But the world has also become more unpredictable and less stable due to unexpected events like the pandemic, political conflicts, tensions, higher interdependent risks. We need to remain even more agile to adjust to these expected and unexpected changes, events, as well as the emerging new challenges in the overall economic environment. And against this backdrop, it's important for the government to share how we intend to respond and position ourselves in this challenging landscape. To guide and align the different stakeholders in moving towards the common goal, can I ask the Minister for his overall vision of the Singapore economy? Thank you, sir.